Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for checking out this video. If you're new here, my name is Siobhan and this is where I post videos about figure drawing. I focus on a dynamic and expressive approach to drawing the figure, and so each week I share tips and techniques and I share my own process. Today I wanted to show you a process of a large-scale portrait drawing that I did at a recent live drawing session. So this video might be useful or helpful to you if you're attending live drawing on a regular basis and if you're finding some of the longer poses to be a bit challenging. I want to offer some thoughts around live drawing in general and also give you some advice for drawing differently or drawing something different than you normally would. When you talk about a dynamic and expressive way of drawing the figure, that's something that's based on observation and expression. I think it's really important to keep in mind that this approach makes sense when you're drawing the figure from life. It's based on that experience of drawing from life, not drawing from photo reference or concept or imagination. Life drawing is where this approach kind of makes the most sense. So if you're not going to live drawing on a regular basis, but you're really keen to improve your art in general and your drawing style, then I highly recommend thinking about, trying to find somewhere where you can draw the model from life. I promise you it will transform your drawing completely. Live drawing is one of the most important practices for any developing artist, no matter what your medium is or what your focus is. That being said, drawing from life is very challenging. I think it's more difficult, I would say, than drawing from photo reference for a lot of reasons, but the main reason, is that a photo reference isn't going anywhere. You can zoom in, you can take your time and spend as long as you want and really study the forms closely. Whereas in a live drawing session, the poses are gone once the timer goes off and you never get that pose back again. So just be aware that, you don't get the same results when you're drawing from life as you do when you draw from photos. But I think that's where the opportunity lies for you to completely transform your drawing. I really think that live drawing is where you get to experiment and draw something completely different or approach drawing in a completely different way than you normally would. For example, in this drawing, what I was doing was something that I don't normally kind of tackle. A portrait is incredibly difficult anyway, and when you're drawing from life, it's that much more challenging. But in doing something different, I think it really helped me to break out of a drawing rut. So this pose was one of the last poses of the whole session. We had started at the morning with 2-minute poses and then, gradually progressed to 10 minutes, a couple of 15 minutes. And then we finished out with 2 long half-hour poses. But what I wanted to mention is that what can happen sometimes, especially with these long poses, is that you might get a difficult angle to draw or maybe like an uninteresting angle. And, you could spend that whole half an hour drawing the entire full figure at an uninteresting angle, and then you end up with a really unsatisfactory drawing. What I would suggest that you do in a situation like that, what I would encourage you to do to maybe challenge yourself and do something different, is just use that time differently. Instead of feeling that you have to draw the full figure, you can focus on one section. So that could be a study of the torso or a study of the arms and hands. And these drawings can be really quite beautiful drawings and are much more successful, I think, than a drawing where you laboured over the entire figure just for the sake of it. Remember, you don't have to draw everything. Drawing just one section, as I said, can result sometimes in a better drawing. So keep it in mind next time you're faced with a challenging pose. You know, obviously, I would always encourage you to draw any pose that you find challenging, but you will know yourself if the pose you get is not going to be that useful to you. And lastly, if you are in live drawing, don't be shy to experiment with mark making and use your marks to really search out the pose. This is something that I have talked about on this channel many times, but your way of drawing or your way of making marks can be a way to understand your subject matter. In other words, you can use your line work to search out the forms. I think too often we feel that searching lines or messy marks are not worthy of keeping in a drawing. But consider that they record your thinking process and your observation process. And something like that is an incredibly beautiful and strong thing to see in any work, in any drawing. So I hope that makes sense, but let me know in the comments if you've got questions, but just consider using your line as an exploration. Okay, that is my life drawing advice for you today. I really hope this makes sense and I hope that it helps you in your drawing practice. Please let me know in the comments what you think, and definitely let me know if you're attending life drawing at the moment. How's it going for you? I'd love to know. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you as always for your support on this channel. It means so much. I haven't been able to upload videos as regularly as I normally do of late. That's because I've just been traveling and I'm now currently in Ireland. So I don't have my studio set up, but on the other hand, I get to go to life drawing here, which I can't do when I'm back at home. So I'm making the most of these life drawing sessions and I'll post a couple more videos over the next couple of weeks. Okay, so wishing you a great rest of the week. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.